Chris, what are you doing?
What?
Peaks is still 5 days away.
Hmm.
What are you doing, Chris?
It's Peaks week, Cassie.
Yeah, it's still only Wednesday.
I'm in the zone. I've already raced it 3 times already.
But I've been putting up it all week. This guy, Mr. Keen Beans.
What?
Why do you keep coming back?
Because it's Peaks. Heading down to the event village to see if my bike is in working condition. We've developed a problem since last night. My left lever won't change my front derailleur, so it's going to be a bit of a tough day with in a small ring tomorrow. So heading down there, hopefully got some good news. Otherwise, yeah, I think tomorrow's goal is going to be out the window. So see how we go. Hey everyone, meet Seaton from Pedal Power Garage.
Yep, that's us.
Seaton has MacGyvered my bike today. Got us going for tomorrow, so we're all good. Hopefully get that sub 9 like we're going. Got this man to thank if it happens. Give
Excellent.
yourself a plug, Seaton. Where are you from?
We're based in Melbourne. We're a mobile workshop based out of the northern suburbs, but we do work all over Melbourne, down to Geelong Way. So if you've got anything, any events, school projects, anything like that, give us a shout. We'll look
Sweet.
after you.
Go and see this man, he will sort you out.
Excellent. Thanks, guys.
So it would appear we're in the presence of celebrity this weekend. Looks like Fatty's going down to Mount Beauty for lunch. Fatty, what's going on here, Chief?
So this is event food. So this is actually hot cross buns, which I learned from you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much. But I also enjoy dark fruit cake, kindly brought to us by Woolies.
Sponsored by Woolies.
Yeah.
Nice gig.
So-
Well done.
Woolies dark fruit cake is a bonus. It's very good food on the bike, as are the hot cross bunnies. And you chop into bits, and they end up at that's about 25 grams of carbs in one of those bits. And you eat it every 30 minutes, and you're golden. Rolling.
So, team, night before Peaks Challenge, how are we feeling?
Christopher?
I can't wait. Very excited, very excited. We've done lots of training, as much as we could, in terms of weeds, myself, friends, grey bags, whoever. We've all done as much as we could, I think.
Excellent. So, satisfied with the preparation, and whatever happens tomorrow is at the hands of the Peaks
What
gods.
can happen tomorrow? So, as Fatty pointed out, we are well prepared, but tomorrow's a long day. Anything could go wrong. The weather could bite us in the arse. The body could say, "Not today, guys." Who knows? But we've done the work. So,
Hopefully weather holds good.
what are you going for, Fat? What's your?
I would love to go sub 9. So someone asked me a while ago, they said, "Oh, what are you hoping for at Peaks, Fat?" And I said, "Mate, I'm hoping for good weather." They said, "Oh, what time are you hoping for?" I said, "I'm not hoping for a time, I'm training for one." So I'm training, and I've trained hard for a sub 9. So it's on me now to execute.
Yep.
Make sure I eat well, make sure I fuel, make sure I concentrate and not chase things that I shouldn't chase.
That's it. Let a group go if
pace.
needs be.
Pace it.
Excellent. Are we allowed to share your top tube with the viewers?
Be my guest.
So this is extreme preparation here. Laminated with contact, so sweat drips down there. No problem. Won't be an issue. And what about you, Chris? You had a bit of a stressful day before.
Yeah, my goal that I set for myself after you successfully did Peaks last year
Thank you.
was to go sub 9, and so I've trained, as Fatty pointed out, trained all year with that goal in mind. Last night, my left shifter broke and I couldn't change out of the front chainring. So thanks to the good fellas down at the bicycle garage, I can't remember the repair people here. He's MacGyvered.
Heroes.
He's
Yep.
a hero. He's the hero of this year. He's MacGyvered my bike together and it works now. We've tested this afternoon. So we're back on for the intended goal, which is sub 9, and I'm happy to go on public record that sub 9 is the goal. If I don't get there, there'll be no tears, but it'll be disappointment, but there's always next year.
And if you do get there, will there be tears?
Yes, there will be. Feel free to film that, Jodie, if you want. I'm happy to be that vulnerable to the world.
Excellent, excellent. So hopefully that's all our mechanical issues behind us then.
Yeah.
Very good.
Righto.
Well, look, I think for people who watch Chris's channel, and I was the person who watched Chris's channel and then met him, these videos are useful, and people need to believe that there's a process that you can train through to try and get your result. Your result isn't going to happen unless you do the work. So the preparation is key, the training is key, but you've got to have a plan. Like
Yeah, that's true,
Don't
isn't it?
just ride and think, yeah, I'm going to do this, and then think you think you're going to don't think you're going to go, an hour faster than you've been before, or never have an unrealistic goal. Like really train for your goal and commit to it. And on the day you execute, it's going to get hard but the hard bits finish and they pass.
Yeah, I suppose that's it, isn't it? Being comfortable with
Yeah.
not being comfortable and know that it will
And so
pass.
to Fatty's comment, off camera to my left is a very good friend of ours who only entered a week ago, and her largest training ride in the last 2 years is 100 Ks odd.
With a very, very solid fitness base though, we must add. So
I would be happy to report that she does her sub 8 when we wrap up tomorrow night. But mate, good luck. We've both worked hard.
Well done.
excellent.
Long range fisting.
See you
Watch
at the
his
start
channel.
line.
See you guys. Give me your mouth.
How you feeling, Claire?
Yeah,
Ready to get going?
yeah.
Excellent.
I think actually getting going is probably
The best.
hardest bit.
yeah.
Yep. Cool, cool. There's Chrissy! Okay, Peaks Legends, how are we feeling? It's almost 10 o'clock.
It was 10:45 before.
So big day. How are we all doing?
Very big day. I'll go first.
Go first. It's your channel.
I'm a bit sore and feeling a bit sore and sorry for myself. I had a challenging day, unfortunately, where my body wasn't playing ball after about 75 k's, and there's a few issues that led to that. Didn't hit my goal, unfortunately, but still PR'd the course, so I still managed to go around as quickly as I have, even though I had some real challenges to deal with. But I'm pretty sore below the waist at the moment, but that's okay.
But I suppose if you always smash out the goals, they're not hard enough, right?
And we're at this weapon. How do you feel?
Yeah, what about you, Fatty?
I feel good. I feel tired and fatigued. It's a hard day, and there's no easy peaks. There's the viewers, if they've enjoyed the event or have been part of it, they'll know that. But I feel pretty good.
Do you want to share
not
your?
sore, just tired.
You want to share your time to everybody?
Well, we talked in the last video what our sort of goals were, and I said to Chris, I got a bit lippy and said I want to go somewhere between 8:45 and 9 hours. That was my goal, and that's what I trained for, and all that sort of thing. So I finished with an 8:48. So
Excellent.
yeah, it was hard but good.
Bravo.
Hard but good.
That's like you say, it's always going to be hard, but it's digging deep and pushing through, and
Yeah.
Any thoughts or comments on the weather conditions this year? Any particular nasty headwinds or?
We had, overall, as far as the day went, I thought the weather was pretty good. We did run into some wind. Where headwinds seemed to follow us around, because we had a going down falls heading north and heading south to Harryville. We still had it. Then we started heading east to Omeo, and we had it. And you turn to Omeo, and it's probably at its worst when it's coming from the northeast. But by that stage, he'd been walking into headwind for such a long time. The one after Omeo didn't actually bother me too much because you were just used to it by that stage.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I don't mind a headwind. You know, it's good for Watts.
Yeah,
And because I'm much smaller than Chris, it doesn't wind. It doesn't punish me like some do. But I will say that we were probably fortunate because it got warm, got into the 30s or something briefly, but we had a fair bit of cloud cover. And then late in the ride, in the really hard stuff, we had some rain which cooled everyone down and cooled the bodies down. So we've had much worse. But
and what about out on the road? Did you see any interesting bike setups or wacky clothing options?
There's always that, but actually I'll take this opportunity to call out Rachel. I won't say her last name here. Rachel and I had passed each other various times through the day, and I kind of recognised her. And just after Trapyard, we actually came together, and we're both going through some darkness, and we both just spent the next hour chatting to each other, not actually concentrating at the task at hand. She got me home, but she says I got her home, so I have a new cycling bestie.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And that's what about it.
yeah, what do you mean?
Oh, no, another one. Just adding.
But that's exactly what Peaks is about. It's the people that you come across on the road and the support you get.
This is a perfect stranger that I'd never seen in my life before today, and we hugged it out after the finish line. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it was good.
Awesome. So you didn't come across any mountain bikes or flat bars or?
No flat bars, no Brightons, nothing horrendous out there. Just a few interesting setups. We were just talking before. Came across one fella had a 40 on the rear. He was spinning up back and forth at a nice cadence.
Do what you got to do to get up, don't you?
Yeah, I nearly knocked him off his bike, put my Garmin on his and took off. But no. Look, successful weekend, successful day. Fatty's has absolutely smashed his objectives. Shows that a real methodical approach to the weekend really pays dividends. I didn't get what I was after, but I still have had a reasonable result under the circumstances, so I'll walk away happy as well.
Yep. Yeah, it's brilliant. And it was great actually at the end seeing the final people come through who I suppose they've kind of worked harder than anyone else, but just so many of the wave leaders back out cheering them on, and there was a really, really good atmosphere. Yeah. So Fatty, I'm curious because your stopped time was only 11 minutes. So
11 minutes.
that's
Or just
for
under, but yeah, 11 minutes.
so 3 stops I think you said up halfway up Hotham.
4 stops I stopped. For those who know the course, I stopped.
It's less than 3 minutes.
Yeah,
Buckland Gap, which is sort of halfway up
It
Hotham.
takes me 3 minutes to take a leak.
Yeah, show off. Buckland Gap, and then Omeo, and then Anglers Rest and Trapyard, and
So I'm curious about very important things like everyone's clothing. Any interesting solutions you've seen for people descending? I know I've seen a few flannel shirts and quite a few fleeces as well, actually, I think.
Don't knock the high performance flannelette shirt from Big W for I PR'd falls descent by 2.5 minutes wearing flannelette today, so I think that shows its aero properties.
I know I also seen some very interesting fluoro green legs. I thought they were pretty epic.
I will comment this. I don't know if you saw it. I saw some dudes on the descent this morning that had wrapped their legs in Glad wrap.
Really?
I did not see that, no.
Yeah, they wrapped their legs in Glad wrap.
Don't know how quickly you'll be able to take that back off.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Interesting. Actually, speaking of that, Fatty, how was your short pockets?
Oh yeah, and that's a good point. It's not a plug or anything like that. I'm sure many manufacturers, bike kit do that. But in the lead up to this event, my whole thought was minimise stops, keep feet on the bike, so I'm not stopping too many times. It was Pedal Mafia.
Pedal Mafia, you know where his Instagram is.
Pedal Mafia at Fatty Sinclair, get on there. But send some kit, that'd be great. But they have pockets on the legs and also 2 in the back of the bib, so you can stick your phone, etc. inside.
Oh, in your bib? Right, okay.
Not in your jersey. Plenty of big pockets on the side.
But how do you take photographs while you're riding?
Oh, someone else does that. But yeah, plenty of room for food. So the bib, so the bibs with sort of stretchy pockets
so the mesh,
on the legs.
yeah.
It was easy to get to because you're working so hard that trying to reach around in your pocket to grab stuff, that sort of thing, could be a bit problematic, particularly if you're in a group or that sort of thing like this.
Yeah.
You're going quickly in a peloton or just quickly down a hill. You want to be able to get to.
That's it. I suppose if you're in a group and you've been with the group for a while, like there's going to be a point that you want to eat.
The group. And you're motoring along, you want to be able to do something as efficiently and quickly as you can.
Ready to do it all again next year?
Yep. And one last word for me is a shout out to the Bicycle Network people. It's a long day for them. It's such a big course to have volunteers and marshals right through it. They do a wonderful job and
they're very encouraging. They're everywhere.
And so many roles as well. Like even we were just saying the MC, like he's got such a long day.
We wouldn't be doing this right now if it wasn't for them.
Yeah, and it was so good actually to see them all right at the end when the Lantern Rouge were coming through. So many of the wave leaders were down, which was great. Like there was a really cool atmosphere then as well. Yeah, so kudos to those guys too. So I suppose the big question is Peaks 2023. What's your thoughts on that?
Hashtag this is Peaks 2023 is happening.
Get on it.
Yep.
Well, someone has some unfinished business which they want to correct.
Yep.
I'm going to use the Jedi mind trick on one of my best friends to get him to do it. So I might roll around with him and make sure he gets around.
Is that him there?
Yeah, he's gorgeous just over there. And
maybe the star of next year's video.
You know what though? I think you're going to do the Jedi mind trick on the young lady over there as well.
She's coming back too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're coming back, by the way, interviewee.
Assuming so. It just depends what side of the camera.
Well, and also we are going to import someone from Ireland that's going to do the event who won't be an Irishman living in Australia. He's coming from Ireland next year to do the event.
Wowee.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Joe Carr
Athlete.
of the Sharks. Of the Sharks. Come on down.
Excellent. Cool. Well, I think that's a wrap.
Good.
See you next year, people. Cheers. Good luck. Thanks for watching.
Here they come, ladies and gentlemen. We've got the riders coming up. We've got the Lantern Rouge. The final riders. We've got Sam Butcher coming up, Ben Gove, Glenn Janetsky, Peter Douglas, Williamstown. Here they come. Welcome across the line, your Lantern Rouge. The last riders of Peaks Challenge Force Creek 2022. Here they are. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.